Namaskar. My name is Acarya Yukteshvara Brc.
Dadaji, what got you involved with the Nanda Marga and becoming a Dada?
I feel like every time somebody is asking me, I feel difficulty because my story is like, of course everybody is unique, but I feel like my story is, you cannot use it, I can say in advance. I cannot advise to anybody to go on my path. Yeah, so I was just normal man, just studying in school and university, and then started to being interested in meditation and spiritual practices, and I was studying in like different systems, different religious schools, then and there, and started to volunteer, started to travel all over the Ukraine, all over the world. I was in India, I was living in this spiritual city called Auroville. I was staying in Sri Lanka in Buddhist monastery for some time. So I was like not seeking, but I was like, yeah, I was desiring something. And I was in one point, I was like my interest to the world is finished. So I was not looking for any money, for any success, and sisters was not like attractive. They were still attractive, but there is no special attraction that you are like magnetizing to each other. So like maybe 2 or 3 years I was traveling, I was living in different places, I was participating different volunteering programs. I was staying and living in the mountains with the, like I can say, local tribe. I was living alone and was going and helping them, and they were sharing their milk and cheese with me. So yeah, this kind of life, like I can say, like they say now, down shifting life. So, but I was constantly working with my mind. I was already meditating like 2-3 times a day, like in Zazen meditation in Zen tradition. So I was just sitting and observing my breath and my mind. And I was like, in this time I was teaching my mind nicely, so I became happy alone. I think the best achievement of this part of life, that I became happy alone. So I was traveling alone, I was living alone, and I felt I was like communicating with people time to time, of course, in different projects, but mostly I was alone. Yeah, interesting thing that I was always liking the orange color. So everything, like, still I'm wearing some things time like 10 or 12 years back, because yeah, I was always wearing orange. So now I'm talking and I'm realizing that it's really some scar from past life. So I was already like determined to become the sannyasi. And I was already meditating, I was already fasting sometimes, I was already vegetarian, I was singing different mantras, I liked different mantras. Yeah, I was like following Jama Niyama consciously or unconsciously. So yeah, everything was ready. And I was sometimes mad at Baba that why you didn't take me earlier. So like I was ready 2-3 years before, why you didn't take me to your mission. But what can I know? And time has come, and I saw the Meditation Steps project. I saw the Dada Sadananda. My friend, he was also practicing something, and he showed me Dada Sadananda. And I looked on this orange man, and I think, wow, why you're so smart, you know? Why you're over smart, you know? And I was like rejecting him. I don't liked him first time. But second time I was alone, and like is usually YouTube, like suggesting you some videos, and I saw one video, and Dada was explaining about the new humanism and about that this world need to be spiritual. And I see, I look in his eyes, and he is like almost crying, you know, like he feels so so deep about this world needs to change, you know. And I see this in his eyes, and I'm realized that wow, this man is really sincere. This man is honest, and I was starting to go deeper, and I realized, wow, everything I need is here. This meditation, spiritual path, mission of this life, everything is there. And I came to my first retreat in Siberia. After Georgia, I was in Georgia traveling, participating in ecological projects. And I came to retreat. Before I was starting to practice already meditation with Bhavanam, Kevalam, asanas, I started to make strictly following sentient diet. Yeah, I came, and I'm like, maybe in second day I came, I got initiated, and after like 4 or 5 days after retreat, I came to Dada and said, Dada, I want to be I said to him, the world, but I feel the world needs acharyas. I want to be an acharya. He said, okay, you can stay as LFT for some time. Yeah, and from this point, everything is become to happen very fast, extremely fast. So before I was like slowly going then and there and exploring the world myself, training myself. And after this, of course, everything became very, very fast.
What year are we talking about?
It's like 2018. 2018.
And which, in Ukraine?
Oh?
This is in Ukraine?
No, it's in Russia. So I
Right.
came to Siberia to this retreat. To this.
And you're from Ukraine?
I'm Ukrainian. I was born in Ukraine, and I was like most of my life lived in Ukraine, in all the different parts, in seaside, in mountainside, in west and south, everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, I became an LFT. Then I stayed as LFT, so I like get the understanding of the practice a little bit, follow the discipline routine. In Ananda Shivani is a good flow, so like it was maybe 15 brothers LFT who was staying together, so it was like everybody is doing asanas, you are doing asanas, everybody is waking up in Panchajanya, you also joining. So like easily, nicely, I was like learning to play kirtan maybe like second or third week, so it also became easy for me. So I can say my path is like so smooth, you know, and sometimes I'm suspicious. Why is it so simple? Why is not so clash in my life? Why is I was enjoying the training center, I was enjoying LFT life, and I'm extremely happy as sannyasi, as acharya.
And did you have any particular spiritual experience or Baba dream or something since then?
You know, it's also weird. I'm not asking for it, so I'm not looking for it at all. I'm not interested. Now I'm in the part of my life that I'm more interested in service. So, and I'm realizing clearly, for now I'm doing my sadhana not for Ananda. Yeah, I'm doing my sadhana to get more pure, more close to him, to do more efficient service. Yeah. Of course, there is some deep states in sadhana, but especially with the guru, the dreaming or seeing him, never.
So what would you say is your relationship with Baba?
Sometimes I feel like he is, I can say, difficult to say, you know, the words as cannot express it.
Do you know, in philosophy, you can have different types of relationships with Guru, as father, as friend, as lover, as master. Any one of them would relate to you?
I'm just trying, just before you asked, I tried to, you know, to fit something in my mind. But, you know, the closest that I want to serve him, you know, that I'm his servant. Okay. Something like this.
A master-servant relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing now? What is your work post?
I'm posted in Ananda Shivani, the same master unit that I came, and I was initiated there. Now I am like in charge there. So I'm assistant rector, but rector usually is not there. So I'm taking hand. Yeah, this my like expanding, maintaining master unit. Also, I have some administrative interest, so we are trying to build the systematic approach for Margis educational system, PR system, service system. So like make the strong structure of departments, I can say like this. So I'm working on this now in the VMTR region. Maybe I will finish with a wish. I will try to wish you something that somebody who is watching this video. Yeah, I wish that you will be always full inside. It will be no emptiness, because emptiness creates cold and this word. When you are not cannot find your place for you, as like
You're lost.
Lost and the
Without direction.
yeah, something like this. This word is disappeared. Yeah, so became full inside, full of bliss, full of love, and of course drift in bliss outside. So always do some, like, open yourself for service opportunity, just like manifest it inside, just use me for service and he will do anything.
Thank you, Dadaji.
Thank you.